Hey guys, Jim Toner here, coming to you from the Arizona desert. Quick little video here. If you can indulge me for just a few minutes, I think you'll like it. So, I know a guy back east. Hell of a story. Nothing to look at on paper. If you looked at him, he barely a high school graduate, really didn't have much going on. But he was very tenacious on what he set his mind to. So he tried a bunch of different things, odd jobs here and there. Nothing really worked out. Finally got himself into some investment real estate, started making a few bucks here and there. Well, as time went on, he got better and better and better with investment real estate. As more time went on, he got better at teaching people how to make money using investment real estate. So this guy's really good at making money. He's really good at teaching people how to make money. So fast forward even further, now the guy's got a big company. He's making millions of dollars. He's got companies all over the country, living in the $1 million home, making $1 million, big cars, the fame, national television, all this great stuff. Through a series of unfortunate incidents, some would say catastrophic, the guy took a wipeout. And it was a bad one. I would say other than a death, you probably couldn't get any worse. So now this guy that was way up here, he's now down here in the dirt. Can't see the dirt, but it's right there. Wiped out, done. Picked up his family, and they moved all the way across country to actually a place like this, the Arizona desert. So, one thing about a wipeout or just life in general is time doesn't wait for you. It's going to move on. So there's nothing you can do except move on. So this guy decided, I got to get back up and start moving on. So what he started doing was working on himself and started thinking back to all the things that he had done to get him to where he was when things were really kicking butt for him. So he's working on himself day to day, he's working on himself physically, and he's taking these walks out in the desert. And the desert is a very humbling place. It kind of helps you think very clearly about what's going on in your life. So one day as he's taking one of these walks out in the desert, his inner voice comes to him and says, you know what you got to do? You've got to do what you've taught everybody else to do. You've got to do what you've been showing people to do, only you've got to do it from zero. That's the only shot. So he realized that was the shot. So he started back from zero and started applying the philosophies and the strategies and the principles that he used and he had taught people all throughout the country. Well, long story short, within short order, he was back to making six figures, and he now knew that he had the beginnings of a blueprint that he wanted to build for entrepreneurs and business owners. But the other thing he knew was you couldn't make it alone. See, a big part of the downfall was the fact that he was really good at making money, but he wasn't good at a lot of other things in business. So he decides he needs a partner, someone who can fill in the blanks, the things that he was not really good at. And he went on a search and he found this partner. Lo and behold, halfway across the world in a place called Galway, Ireland, he found a legendary marketer who had a very similar story and who was looking also to do something quite similar. He was looking to help business owners and entrepreneurs get to levels they had never before dreamed of. After some discussions, they realized that they were a pretty good fit, and they decided to work together on this millionaire blueprint, as they were calling it at the time. Well, now that millionaire blueprint is completed, and it's called Send in the Wolves. And right now, as I'm speaking to you, it is an Amazon #1 bestseller. It's a true story, and the guy I told you about is me. The other guy is my partner, John Mullery, legendary marketer. And what we've done is we've put together a blueprint, a very realistic, real-world blueprint on what it takes to make it in business. Now, frankly, I'd tell you some of the things in it, and I would tell you what we do, but let's be honest, you don't care. You don't care what I did. What you care about is results for you. And that's what this book is based on. How do we get results for you? How do we take you from where you are now to levels you've never even dreamed possible? Now, I know we can do it because you couldn't get much lower than we were. And we did it from scratch, from nothing. So what I want you to do is go to sendinthewolves.com. That's sendinthewolves.com. There's a little documentary on there I'd like you to watch. I think you'll like it. And if you feel it, put your information in there and let's have a chat. We're looking for a handful of business owners that we can take and radically change their business life for the better. And believe it or not, we can do it. So go to sendinthewolves.com, watch the documentary. Look, even if you're not a business owner or entrepreneur, I want you to do it anyway. I think it'll be pretty enlightening for you. So for all the folks out there who helped make our book #1, thank you so much. For all the folks out there who are rooting against us, thank you so much for the motivation. And for those of you, the handful that may have been wishing for my demise, I'm back. We'll see you guys soon.